There's a storm rolling in right now, so it's getting pretty dark. Probably it's gonna downpour in just a second.
We hope so, because it's been very hot here in Thailand and it's nice to have some rain, but the electricity might cut out. So fortunately for this video, we're just gonna be talking and then we're mostly gonna be showing a lot of B-roll of what we're actually doing in this video. So when we come back to us sitting on this couch, it might be dark and that's okay.
We might be sitting in the darkness. Well, today we're talking about a day in the life in quarantine. It's been almost 2 months that we have been here in Phuket, Thailand in quarantine. Just staying in the house, just staying at home. So we figured out a pretty good routine that works very well for us right now. As you know, we are currently traveling around the world, but for the last 2 months there was zero traveling going on because of the current situation in the world. So just like you, we also stayed at home, but our home for that quarantine was in Phuket, Thailand. And as we travel, of course, the daily schedule, the routine is always changing, but I think we figured out a pretty good one for right now.
And we love it because every day we wake up and we have the same routine and we go through the same stuff and we go to sleep feeling so happy, and in the morning we wake up again feeling so happy and so stoked for another day on this earth and another day to move in our body and feel our breath and love each other and love our families. And
just being alive is already a great start to the day, just waking up alive, and the person next to you is also still alive. So
yeah,
it's very good. If there's no person next to you and it's just you, then it's also a reason enough to be very grateful about that. Now we're just gonna go through the day, what we do in a day and how a typical day looks like for us. Of course it changes a little bit from day to day, but majorities of the day are like we will explain in this video today. It all starts with the day before, when we go to bed between 9 and 10 in the evening. This works well for us, going to bed between 9 and 10 every single day. And then right now, since it's quarantine time and we are still working a lot throughout the day and do many things, but we give ourselves some time to sleep a little more. So we sleep on most days 9 hours, so we sleep until like 6 or so in the morning, which should be around 8-9 hours every single day. There's no reason for us to set an alarm right now, so naturally right now we wake up in the morning around 6 and sunrise is currently at 6:40, 6:45. So it's before sunrise, which we really like, getting up before sunrise and then seeing the sunrise, witnessing the sunrise every single day. Well, we get up, we brush our teeth, of course, and do tongue scraping as well. Then we do some mouthwash usually to just start nice and fresh and clean and feeling good. We make our bed every single day. It's actually been something that we both did individually already before we met, and really our whole life we've always been making our bed. It's
since we were kids.
Since we were kids, so always we make our bed every single day.
And there's also a lot of science behind making your bed and how the most successful people in the world actually just make their bed every day. And it sounds very simple. There's a ton of science behind why you should make your bed. So if you're not making your bed, start making your bed.
We continue our morning by drinking water. The coffee machine is already prepared from the night before, so I just have to hit start. So while that coffee is brewing, we drink our water and we look at the weather and enjoy the morning and kind of wait until the coffee is ready.
Yeah, open the doors and get fresh air.
Get some fresh air in.
Yep.
It's nice to then go into the pool to swim for a couple of rounds, forth and back, and take a quick shower. Just to start the morning with a little bit of a swim to remove all the fuzz that build up in our fascia, in our body, all the tightness in our body from sleeping. So by the time we're done with swimming and the shower, the coffee is also ready, so we can enjoy a good cup of course, black coffee, because we're still in the fasting window in the early morning. So we're enjoying that coffee, taking our time.
We usually put on some good morning vibe music and some, I don't know, coffee vibes, chill vibes. We like listening to music in the morning, gets us in a good mood. While we drink our morning coffee, I'm usually journaling or writing down manifestations or goals or things that I'm grateful for. So I have a little journaling session in the morning, and Flo is kind of doing the same thing in his notebook, or he's solving the Rubik's Cube, or we're talking about our business or about goals or things we're gonna do that day, or secrets of the universe or anything. Like we're...
Coffee talk.
Yeah, morning coffee talk, the brain dump. It's also a really good time for us to connect with our friends and our families. Since we're in Thailand, the time zone is, of course, very different than where our family and friends are at. So we usually connect with them in the morning over video chat or just online, and we do some morning coffee video calls with some friends.
And after some time, we then continue with either our own morning practice, which is currently ranging from 2 to 3 hours, spending on the mat doing our own practice. That consists of about 1 hour to 2 hours, probably more like 2 hours of movement practice, which includes asana, drills for handstands, for example, fascial release using the massage ball, and any other kind of mobility
pull-ups.
Exercises. Pull-ups too, we got a pull-up bar installed here in this house, so we can do some pull-ups. And then for the last hour of our practice, we usually do a lot of pranayama for like 20 minutes, sometimes more, and then do a 20 to 30 minute morning meditation to finish up our practice. And that's kind of what we do every single day if we do our own practice. If we decide to film that day and create content, we still continue after we're done filming with our pranayama practice and meditation, so that we really never skip our meditation practice. It's something we always do in the morning or every day and never really want to skip. Or if you're not practicing, then we spend the morning filming new content or new classes for you, which is again 3 or so or 4 hours in the morning. So that will take up the entire morning until like 10, 11, either doing our own practice or filming, creating new content for either YouTube or Patreon. We're then getting close to 11 a.m. and as you know, that means it's time to eat.
Break our fast.
Break our fast. We're eating in a 4-hour window, which is on most days between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. So once we are approaching 11 a.m. after taking a shower after the practice, maybe another swim in the pool, it's time to break the fast and eat. We usually, at least right now here in this house and in this area and country and place, of course it's changing too based on what country you're in, what foods you have available. But currently we break the fast with eating some nuts. At least that's what I'm doing.
For me, it's overnight oats with chocolate pistachio milk.
Yum.
So it's kind of a porridge, a morning porridge. But usually we like to break our fast with some sort of protein. So either, toast with peanut butter or nuts. Our diet is very simple and we keep it very simple and consistent. So we don't go crazy with trying to eat different things every day and like get a variety of foods. Like we just know that we get the nutrients that we need and it tastes good for us. So that's our routine.
We're not counting calories or anything. All we know is that we eat enough and that it's the perfect amount for our body. We have such a good connection to our body. We know what to eat, what not to eat, and how much to eat of every single thing. And so we just follow that every single day. Start with some like light snacks to ease into the eating window and the eating period. Usually Bre will then cook some lunch, which is plant-based lunch based on lots of vegetables, different like seasonings, maybe some curry, at least one source of protein like lentils or tofu or tempeh or something else. So we'll have a nice big lunch, which is all vegetables really. Also have some dessert afterwards. So we spread that out over those 4 hours. So we start with a little snack to ease into it, maybe another snack, and then our lunch, and then we wait some time, and then we have dessert to finish everything up, and then it's just around 2 or 3 p.m. On most days we continue spending the day at home. In the afternoon is the time for us to work and to get back to all your comments, to all your direct messages, to all the comments on YouTube, on Instagram, to respond to all your emails. It's also the time in the afternoon to edit videos, to plan new content. So from around 2 to 6 p.m. we spend the whole afternoon for those 4 hours or so working on the computer every single day really. Some days we go out, get groceries or run some errands, but since it's quarantine time we really only leave the house like once a week. So it's really not that often that we do those kind of things. On most days we're just staying at home and we are working in the afternoon. The afternoon of work is usually not enough. The list of things we need to be doing is really long. Running this business and planning ahead for events and retreats and doing all the legal work and taxes and of course creating content, planning new content, just running everything is a lot of work for 2 people. The list of things is always very long. It's really a never ending list, but as you know, the work never ends. It took some time for us to learn this as well, to get used to that, because coming from our corporate full-time jobs and just being on the road now for about 2-3 months, it's still something we had to learn, to figure out this routine and to be our own bosses right now, our own CEOs, running our own business.
So those 4 hours we're actually getting done, probably 8 hours worth of work, but we have a system in place and a way that we prioritize what's on our list so that we're really efficient about what we're getting done. And we're just hyper-focused. We don't have any interruptions. We're not interrupting each other.
After that work is done for that day, we switch gears and focus again back more on us individually. So we have an hour block from usually 6 to 7 where we then focus on self-study. So we read, we continue or take online trainings, look up things online. We're both doing always continued education online trainings to deepen our knowledge. So we're always learning and expanding so we can provide better classes really for you, and also deepen our knowledge in the practice, anatomy, philosophy, all kinds of things really that are interesting for us and what we want to learn. We focus on that for an hour a day in the evening. After that, it's time to play some music. We have our instruments with us because we're planning on playing them and using them at the Bali retreat in March, and we still have them with us. We might continue traveling with them. We might send them to a friend's house or so we have them for the upcoming next retreats. But right now we still have them with us, which is the harmonium and also our handpan. And so we're taking the next 30 or 60 minutes in the evening to practice the instruments and play some music, to sing mantras, play the harmonium, learn new songs on the handpan.
Yep, do some chanting. Annoy our neighbors. It's amazing. We have a good time with it, and there's of course a lot to learn with an instrument, but it's been really fun. We've been doing online trainings with that too, and it's a good experience for us to try something new and just get creative with it and play around with it. And it also becomes a very, of course, meditative practice as well. As with everything we do throughout our day, we carry with us that feeling of presence. And when we play instruments, it's even more amplified, like especially when we're chanting or when I'm playing the handpan, you can get into these rhythms and into this flow where you're just really present and you just feel really good and you have that sense of inner peace and you just feel really happy. So it's been fun for us to pick up an instrument and just get creative with it and not worry about messing up. We're both pretty new at both instruments, so it's okay that we mess up and hit some wrong keys, or we're singing out of tune, or whatever happens. It's just fun to play around and kind of get goofy with it and have fun. So we call that our creative hour, where we're just sort of creating art.
We finish up our day with an evening meditation. Both sit down and take about 20 minutes on most days to meditate, which makes the entire meditation time that day around 40 or 50 minutes. So we break it down into kind of 2 parts, morning meditation and evening meditation, and they're both about 20 to 30 minutes. So we like to finish up our day with visualization exercises and just regular Vipassana meditation practice.
That evening meditation is really valuable to us and really important because it's an opportunity for us to shift gears from the day and thinking and working so much. And of course, as you can imagine, we think 24/7 about this business and about this channel and what we can be doing and how much more we can be doing. And so if we go to sleep carrying all of these thoughts and all these ideas and everything, it's pretty hard to fall asleep because we're both just so stoked about everything that we want to create and
excited.
Yeah, everything that we want to do.
Life is so great.
Exactly.
That's how you jump out of bed. You're yes, another day.
We really do.
And that's exactly what we wanted. We quit our jobs and we worked so hard on the side for the last 5 years or even longer to get to this point where we can do what we love every single day, and we are our own boss, and we are waking up excited for the day that we can do really 100% of the things that we fully love. There's not a single thing that we don't like, otherwise we would not be doing it. All the things we listed, you might think this sounds really awesome, and yes, it's very awesome for us, but it also did not come overnight. We worked for this for 5 to 10 years to get to this point, and we are still in the very beginning. As you can imagine, we have 1-year goals, 5-year goals, 10-year goals, and maybe even further visions that we are focusing on and working on today already, to make those reality. Our meditation is that opportunity to slow down, leave the day behind, end the day, and transition into night mode and getting ready for bed. So it's a very important part of our day to take that transition and to end things, close out things, especially mentally, and know that we can come back to all of this tomorrow again. But we are so excited we could be working all night, all day. But it's not necessary. We had enough stress for the last 10 years in our corporate jobs, and it's really a skill to slow down and do less, but the things you do, like, we're very productive and very focused. So in fact, you're actually doing more, but in less time without being stressed. It's this state of flow, or this flow state. You're super focused and you get a lot done, and things just seem to get done and solve itself like seamlessly. And so this is usually the state that we're in the afternoon, where we are so productive, and in the evening we just end the day. We know tomorrow is going to be hopefully another day that we wake up alive, so we can continue with it. And we're always excited in the morning when we actually do wake up and we are alive and we can continue working on all the things.
Exactly. Super stoked. After our meditation, we come out of it again feeling so grateful for life and so grateful that we have each other, grateful for our health and our families and like everything. We almost always come out of our evening meditation like crying, because we're both just like so excited for everything that we have and everything that's to come. It's a great way to close down our day with that feeling of abundance and gratitude for what we have, for where we're at, and also for just the experience that we have with our online communities and all the beautiful messages that we get from all of you and the comments we get every day. It's like just, I don't know, uplifting and makes us feel very grateful for our opportunity to be able to provide our content to you.
It's very reassuring that we are doing the right thing to help so many people get started with yoga, or provide the tools to deepen their practice and to live a better life. All the hundreds of messages every single day and comments and emails, it's very reassuring every single day that what we're doing is meaningful and that we are on the right track of helping others and providing all of that for you, offering all these things for you. There's no TV time in our day, as you might have noticed. There's no time where we watch TV or just watch a movie or hang out and do nothing. We're always doing something that we enjoy in a very relaxed and focused way. There's of course evenings also where we skip the learning and skip the self-study and just watch a movie instead, especially if it's a rainy day. But it's actually very rare for us that we do that. We have designed and created this life that just feels so good, and we love every single piece of it. We also have not watched TV in like 10 years or watched the news much or on a regular basis. So we're cutting all of this out because it's really just a distraction for us. It doesn't benefit us for our happiness, it doesn't benefit our goals, our growth with our practice, or getting to know ourselves or each other, or offering more for you. It doesn't really add much value to our life. We really cut out a lot of things.
It's just noise
that don't benefit us in any way. It's just a noise that we cut out. And there's a lot of noise that's out there, especially with the internet age, and you can get sucked into all kinds of things on your phone, and we are very mindful of that. We use it to connect to all of you, to provide our offerings, to share, and also to inspire, and also to get inspired by others. And that has really helped us to stay on track and to achieve all the goals and milestones that we have set for us for the last even 10 years. We both started doing this and living this way individually like a long time ago, and this all the way through college and grad school and our jobs. It's really about what you do every day that defines your future and success, and when you reach and if you reach your goals, it's really defined in your daily routines. So we have set everything up so that it brings us maximum joy, and that we can do all these things with a lot of passion and lots of love, and put all our heart and soul into it. Everything just aligns for our vision and future that we have.
Everything that we do in our day is filled with love. Every moment. It's as if our entire day is just a moving meditation. We love it. We are just so grateful every day that we wake up and we get to go through this routine where we feel good in our bodies, we feel good in our minds, we feel healthy, we feel active, and we've learned to say no to things that don't make us feel good. And we really only do the things that bring us joy. Maybe this routine for you sounds really like boring and it's like day to day and like you're doing the same stuff every day, and like for us this is actually phenomenal, and this is what feels really good for us because every single part of the day we're doing something that we really love.
This routine is what we're doing right now while we're here in this place in Phuket in quarantine, which is now opening up again. So slowly they're easing the lockdown. You can soon be able to hopefully travel again. And so we know our routine will also again change, but this is actually not very different to what we were doing before we started traveling. We just worked for someone else and we had to cram all of that stuff in before work or after work or on the weekends, and now we do it full time. So it's not that we changed anything drastically, we just now have more of a rhythm and more of a routine because we're in one place for so long, which is usually not the case when you're traveling around the world for full time for a while and you want to teach and explore and take photos and see new places. We know it will change again, so we wanted to share this with you before it's again changing, and perhaps we will do another video on our routine while we are actually traveling and we are in new places.
And that's it. That's our day in the life in quarantine. Day 48, going strong, same routine every day, and we love it every day.
Thanks so much guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Namaste.